Hi, I'm Garret Gillespie and I'm the owner of Boreal Compost Enterprises. I grew up in Ireland on a farm. I bought my first tractor when I was 12 years old and restored that. I've got a master's degree in agricultural engineering, specialised in soil conservation, and I've got a higher diploma in agricultural engineering too. In 2009 was the year that the city started the composting program, and so there was a big increase in the amount of material coming in here. I just saw that they needed help because it's very difficult to compost municipal food waste. Mother Nature does everything. We're just like farmers here basically. All we're doing is feeding and watering the livestock, and the livestock are those organisms and they live in those piles, and so we work those piles to maximize the life of that livestock basically, and their productivity is the compost. And so what we do is we start to build these big windrows, these individual rows. As it comes in, we break it apart and mix in carbon to it. And the carbon comes in the form of wood chips and waste paper products. What happens then is the microbes that are in there suddenly explode and begin to exploit this new ecosystem basically that's growing or developing in this material as it comes in. During this 8 weeks it stays between 65 and 70 degrees Celsius generally speaking. We then gather up these windrows and haul them over to the next phase of the operation, which is called cooling, and then the tertiary phase, which is the curing. This is what we call the windrow yard, and this is where we bring the material that's finished going through the heating phase, which we then use a device called a windrow turner to turn and aerate and chop up these windrows. It eventually cools down to ambient air temperature, and that process takes about 10 months. So we remove all the plastic and other debris. We screen that out over in the screening area. The windrow turner does pick up plastic on it, especially garden hoses, electrical wires. Underwear elastic is a big one. That thing really accumulates underwear elastic. It gets wound around the ends of the shaft on it and squeezes through the bearings, and so you get melted underwear elastic. Goes on fire sometimes. The most common device used for screening compost is a trommel screen. So the material is put into the hopper using a loader. The hopper feeds it into this rotating drum with a screen on it. We have been certified as approved for use in organic agriculture. So we have compost available in bulk and bags here at the compost facility, and you can get bags at Canadian Tire and the greenhouse at Cliffside. So this is the reason that I got involved with composting here in Whitehorse in the first place, is to get this. This is one of the most important things that we can do for our soil here in Whitehorse, is to add compost to it, because our soils lack organic matter naturally. And so one of the best ways to improve our soils here is to add compost. And so this is very, very good quality compost that people can use in their gardens, and it's going to really help them grow much better vegetables and flowers.